you need any advice on your business or help, make sure you go to someone who's been there and done it. Ideally in your industry, if it's fashion, someone who's been there and done it in the fashion industry, you'll get really good help and advice from people who've been there and done it. If it's someone that's giving you advice saying that your business idea is rubbish, it's not going to work, look at where that advice is coming from. Is it someone that's not been there and done it, so therefore you can go, well, it's your opinion. So confidence and believing in yourself is massive. So, video 3. We need to talk about how to be better at public speaking. It's a quality that a lot of entrepreneurs need, it's a quality that a lot of business owners need, because at some point you're going to end up talking about your business, especially if you've done well. People are going to want to hear about it, and it's really fun as well. I think it's a great skill to have personally. You can also earn money off it as well if you get really good. Let's quickly explain what I'm doing today. I'm going to, which is also something I really, really enjoy. I absolutely love doing this. I'm going to Sheffield College to speak to young people who think they might want to start a business after college. So I go and tell them what I think it's like and what it's all about and how to do it and all that kind of thing. Been doing it for over a year now and I really, really enjoy it, and yeah, that's what I'm doing today, so you'll see a bit of that in the video. Let's do 3 tips on how to get better at public speaking. So tip number 1 is prepare, prepare, prepare. Please prepare. Please. The reason why people get the stutters and they lose their place in the presentation is because they've not planned enough normally. Yes, random bits of nervousness and mind blanks can happen, but the majority of the time it's because you've not planned, you don't know what you're talking about, and it's just all gone a bit grim. Doing a pitch, if you're doing something where you got like a script, make sure you've practiced that script or done that pitch 100 times at least. Find somewhere quiet and just do it. Say it all, say what you're going to think. Time yourself if you're going to be on like a timed kind of thing. The worst thing you can do is think, oh, I'll absolutely breeze this, go in, and then you just, it's the worst feeling in the world. We've probably all been there if we've done presenting in one shape or form. Alright, so I'm literally just doing this now. To be fair, I think if it's a few years ago when I first started in public speaking, I would have done this a lot earlier, but I'm more comfortable. I have done this session before as well, which helps. Is the camera going to get that? So I'll start to make just little notes, like one line thing, not things to read off, but just pointers in case I've had a conversation or someone's asked a question, I forgot where I am or whatever. Just quick one-liners and stuff like this. I always forget, I know what I'm like with doing things like this, I always forget to introduce myself. So I'm going to plan the rest of this and then I'm going to go down to the college and do the session. Let's get cracking. So, that is not what business is like. If you start a company, that's what people think. I tapped in entrepreneur into Google and this is what came up. I've got another image as well. That's what's in your head, isn't it? So I'm going to start a business and I'm going to start a YouTube channel, I'll start raking in the money and it'll be dead easy. I really wish it was that simple. Alright, what are your thoughts on public speaking, Dan?
Public speaking, I think so long as you know your subject and you're able to be lucid and be able to explain things properly, I think it shouldn't be too difficult. What I would suggest is never have a written script. Don't read from a written script because it always bores people silly. So if you're going to say something, know your subject, make some notes. So, you've got something there to fall back on, but not something that's just completely written out. Because I've been at places where they'll do that, and you just think, oh my goodness, this is so tedious. So there's my tip. Just prepare for it, get it in your mind, and speak naturally.
Thank you.
Is that all right, Paul?
Yeah.
Very nervous about public speaking there.
That was good public speaking just there, thank you. I might make this a regular feature. Wonder what Dad thinks on the subject. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Look forward to it.
Tip number 2 is experience. Get as much experience as you possibly can doing public speaking. If you're at school, if you're at uni, if you're at work and there's an opportunity to do a presentation or talk in front of a group, just do it, because even if you feel really, really nervous and you don't want to do it, but if public speaking is something you want to do in the future, just do it, because honestly, all these experiences build up, and trust me, eventually you'll be able to do it without getting nervous, because you've done it so many times and you've got a process and all that kind of thing. Experience is the key to not being nervous. It's the key to building up confidence. And what I'm trying to say is you'll be a lot better at public speaking if you're able to relax whilst you're doing it. And the only way to relax whilst you're doing public speaking is have experience. This is why I have to wear wellies when I'm walking to work. I've made the mistake of wearing trainers doing this before, and it's not pretty. So lucky to be able to live in such a nice area. Morning guys.
Hi.
Morning, is that for me?
Come on.
Oh, thank you. Have a good day. By the way, little side note, walking to work is a great way to start the day. It really is, I love it. I try and do it as many times a week as possible, and it's great, gets your body moving, gets your mind going. It's fantastic, I love it. Highly recommend it. My hands are literally falling off holding this camera, so that's it now. God, it's cold, Jesus. Tip number 3 is get the audience involved as much as you can, especially at the start. Because if you're nervous at the start, you can get some input from the audience and get them talking to you, and then you can talk back to them, which gets you speaking and all that kind of thing. It just settles you down really and gets you ready to start projecting your voice a bit, and just warms you up, speaking to people and getting a bit of interaction, which calms you down and then helps you focus as well. In fact, I'm going to show myself doing exactly that, if it helps. Does anyone want to shout out why they want to start a business? Yeah, why do you actually want to do it? What do you want from it? I think it's an important question.
Just so that, obviously, when I go through life, I want to do something that I actually enjoy. I don't want to be stuck. So, cause before I wanted to do law, I didn't think I was going to do business, but then I looked into it. I don't want to be sat in an office with papers every time. It's just going to be the same repetitive thing. I don't want it to be just something I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got to go to work now, and that's it for the rest of my life. I want to.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a big reason why a lot of people start a business. It also keeps the audience engaged more as well, because there's nothing worse than sitting and listening to someone talk for an hour and a half, especially listening to me. It's also tiring for you doing the talk as well. It takes it out of you. You need a break for 5 minutes at least. So this is where we used to do our pop-up shops 5 years ago now, which honestly, time absolutely flies. Madness really, isn't it? I think it's important to look back on how far you've come, especially with the business. And also, what's been really good making this video is that I was able to watch a bit of my talk back, which is really helpful actually. Bonus tip, reflect on your public speaking, what you've done, because you can learn from it. Yeah, you might have made mistakes, yeah, you might have lost your way a little bit, but you can learn from that, and that's the best way to get better, is by learning from what you've done and any mistakes you've made, and all that kind of thing. So that's what I've enjoyed about doing this video, is being able to watch some of my talk back, and I've learned some stuff, and some stuff I'll do different next time. So yeah, it's important to look back on it and reflect. And so we used to do pop-up shops right here, and we made about 15 quid in a day. So on that note, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching video 3. Don't know what video 4 is going to be about, but I'm sure we'll find out. So please like, subscribe. I really appreciate any support. The views are getting bigger already. Actually, I've hit 100 views on the last video, so if we can get this video to 150 views, I'd honestly be buzzing. So thank you everyone.